From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your morning weather update with meteorologist Mike Witcher.
And good morning. Have a great Thursday, everybody. We've seen some beautiful sunrises, sunsets associated with the moisture from what is now Tropical Storm Francine. Have a wonderful and safe day. It was a warm one yesterday, but we're going to be trending on the cooler side throughout the day today as this storm system, Francine, brings us clouds and the opportunity for some rainfall. We did make it to 88 degrees yesterday in Knoxville. That was 4 degrees above average for this time of year. Tri-Cities was at 87 degrees. But gorgeous sunrises and sunsets around East Tennessee. Thank you to all of you who have been posting those through the Witcher's Pictures link using the East Tennessee weather app. Mostly cloudy with some light rain showers, mainly south of Interstate 40. It's a process, but they will slowly slide their way from south to north. Friday through the weekend, Francine will bring us elevated rain chances, a little bit more unsettled weather, but no total washout. Don't cancel any outdoor plans. Next week, more unsettled weather returns as another low-pressure system heads our way. You can check out the latest blog online at easttnweather.com or check in on the latest forecast using the East Tennessee weather app. It's a free app download, by the way, and it's everything you need to know for weather here in East Tennessee. And, of course, how everything plays out. It's long-form forecast, plus you get your 1 minute with Witcher. Here's your tropical storm. We've got Tropical Storm Francine. That's going to continue to slide its way from south to north, and that's going to be the story through the next 24 to 36 hours. And then the storm system is just going to kind of linger around much of the Mississippi and Tennessee valleys. We do have wind advisories associated with the storm system painted across much of the region. That does include us here in East Tennessee. The National Weather Service has issued a wind advisory that runs until 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Southeasterly winds 20 to 30, gusting to 50 at times across the highest peaks of the Smokies. And it will be a little breezy at times here in the valley as well. So the clouds are going to continue to be on the increase. So do anticipate mostly cloudy skies for most of us. Rain showers will slowly slide their way from south to north. Now, the initial onset of these rain showers, likely not to see a whole lot. The low levels of the atmosphere is really dry, but we will start to see those rain showers creep on in. I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of activity north of Interstate 40, even though the model's showing the rain showers, while we may see some. As you look at composite radar with the National Weather Service's radar, I don't necessarily know that all of this is going to be reaching the surface. Here's what I'm talking about. You notice how not a lot of activity is actually reaching the surface by 7 o'clock north of Interstate 40, and that's due to that very dry air. South of Interstate 40, not a ton of rain, but hey, we desperately need it, especially along the southern valley. Temperatures today, we start off in the 60s, so it is a warmer, muggier start to the day. We're going to be climbing into the mid-70s as we get into the lunch hour. Our dew points are climbing as well, so you'll notice the humidity picking up. We saw that yesterday. And that's going to bring our temperatures out into the 70s and 80s. So because we have clouds and rain moving on through, temperatures come on down. We can't get that solar insulation to really heat us up throughout the day. So by 6 in the evening rush hour, we'll be right around 75, 69 by 8, and we'll stay in the upper 60s by about 10 o'clock here tonight. The dew points continue to climb. Here comes this moisture from Francine, and that's going to bring us more of a tropical feel. Now, it's not going to be extremely hot, but it is going to be on the muggier side, and that mugginess sticks with us next week. You can have this moisture, these feeder bands wrapping around Francine, or eventually the remnant low, will continue to bring unsettled weather around the region. No major severe weather expected, just scattered showers and thunderstorms and a bit of a breezy couple of days. The storm system by Saturday morning will continue to swing its way, kind of, like I said, just kind of meandering around the area. When you look at the upper parts of the atmosphere, we'll continue to see another low pressure system head our way. Rainfall, heaviest rain, west and middle Tennessee, I should say. Memphis could pick up over 4 inches of rainfall. And over by, say, between Memphis and Nashville could pick up upwards of 4 to 6 inches of rainfall. But here in East Tennessee, we're not going to see a ton. Chattanooga is likely, and the southern plateau is likely to pick up the majority of the rain. So we'll continue to ramp up these rain chances throughout the next couple of days, and then kind of keep those elevated rain chances as we go into next week due to another low pressure. So let's talk about it. Because remember, here is the energy from Francine. It's going to just continue to kind of meander around parts of the deep south, but another low pressure system is expected to develop across the coastal areas of the Carolinas. And due to high pressure being to our north, that's going to push this system westward and just kind of meander around the region as well. So again, we are looking at a little bit more unsettled weather. No major severe weather, just scattered showers heading our way. So when you look at the rainfall forecast over the next 7 days, heaviest rains, Nashville off to our west. we'll see anywhere from 1 to 2 inches of rainfall here in East Tennessee. And then that next batch of rain moves its way out of the coastal areas from Myrtle Beach to Charlotte, Raleigh, and could bring us some more rain as we get into next week. I do anticipate more cloud coverage anyways, and maybe slightly cooler temperatures. A local view of the rainfall here across East Tennessee. When all is said and done by next Wednesday, we're looking at some beneficial rain. Anywhere from basically 1 to 2+ inches cannot be ruled out. So you want to stay on top of the weather forecast every single day. All right, let's talk temperatures here for a moment. Temperatures will stay at or even below average thanks to the cloud coverage and the low pressure system sticking with us. But as we look ahead for the rest of the month, we may be trending above average. So you definitely want to check back in on that. Hey, anybody heading off to the tailgate on Saturday? Kickoff's at 7:45. We're at 68 degrees by noon. We'll stay in the mid to upper 60s during your tailgates and into the football game. And it's going to be a muggy 60 for sure, and we may have a few scattered showers, so check back in. Hey, by the way, we're at the peak of hurricane season right now per the last 100 years. So yes, it is typical to see these storm systems fire up, and we've got more on the way. We've got Francine moving across the Mississippi River. We've got another disturbance that could be developing, which I talked about, along the coastal areas of the Carolinas. A couple more down towards the Lesser Antilles, and we've got Tropical Depression 7 that's zipping through the Atlantic Ocean. You can track all this tropical activity with the East Tennessee Weather app. It's your one-stop shop for weather here in East Tennessee, but you also get national weather, hurricane tracks from the National Hurricane Center, and so much more. So download it today. All right, we sure hope you have a great Thursday. And grab the umbrellas just to be on the safe side and check back in every once in a while. Your next weather update's coming up today at noon. Hope to see you then.